Radio 101.7 FM on our Facebook page AYV News. Drop your comment and we will definitely find time for you. My name is David Wilson. Well, in this edition of this day, we want to look at the implementation around new law against child marriage and substance bill from the office of the First Lady and look at the activity of the office of the First Lady, among other things. At the studio, I get with me Wusu Dadida Jalo, and the public relation officer or spokesperson office of the First Lady. Wusu, welcome to the shop this day.
Good afternoon, David.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
All right, and I also get with me Geo-Engineer Hussein Bangura, principal from the Ray of Hope International Academy. And they have to talk about the academy and the new here and also development among the academy as well. Welcome to the show, Geo-Engineer Bangura.
Thank you, and thanks for having me.
All right, you're always welcome. So I'll start off with you, Sue, from the office of the First Lady, a spokesperson. First off, the First Lady office will push for a very important bill, and which most people describe as transformation and changing narrative, more especially in protecting girl child, and a bill where Parliament above the child marriage, and that over the years don't be serious challenge. We are in person where they below the age they married, and where they stop the personal achievement, more especially the girl child. And the First Lady office push for that day, and that bill don't pass in Parliament. We are in, for married anybody below the age. But how significant that push to be for the First Lady, and now that Parliament's approval, what does that mean for Salon?
All right, David, thank you very much. Of course, like you rightly say, Sierra Leone, for the past couple weeks or months, the Parliament of Sierra Leone don't approve one of the most important laws we they for protect girl kingdom. Before I come to your question, the premise would be like, for far too long we don't struggle as a country for protect girl kingdom, and for ensure say they get that kind environment or that conducive atmosphere outside they go, now the communities, the various societies, and go school, come school, be the kind of people where they want to be, or the kind of people where will come and support the development of the country. And one of the things that will be done, they affect girl kingdom for several years ago, now the aspect of early marriage. Women say families, guardians, or parents them, especially in some communities in Sierra Leone, can lack forgive and girl picking they will not reach the stage for gonna marry those, either at the age of 14, at the age of 12, at the age of 10, 11, as the case may be. And this to affect girl picking so much that it don't put down the number of potential we will get in our country as women. So the First Lady see this as a very big challenge. What will be done to do before this time, or waiting we don't get Sierra Leone before this time, at the aspect of advocacy. There has never been a day you come AYV, you go to any radio station, you hear people they talk say early marriage not for tapper. But there has not been that call where where they take them to the laws of Sierra Leone. So the First Lady come and say, let we not only limit this on advocacy. Let we ensure say we work with the House where they make law in Sierra Leone, we're the House of Parliament, the Parliament of Sierra Leone. We get the powers for make law, reform laws, and as the case may be. So the First Lady take a private member bill in Parliament, where the prohibition of early child marriage 2024. This bill was sent to Parliament by Her Excellency the First Lady, and it gets support from different organizations and work collaboratively with the Ministry of Gender, Children's Affairs, and the Ministry of Social Welfare, and plenty other body them. But before it was taken to Parliament by the First Lady, you see the First Lady gets various consultative meetings across Sierra Leone for talk to parents them, for talk to stakeholders them, traditional leaders them, for see the need for let them support this bill when once it is sent to Parliament. And we see how that bill, when it was sent to Parliament, and get the support of both parliamentarians from both the political arm of Parliament. And in fact, APC when at the opposition political party, we are so supportive of this because this is not a political bill. This is not something we get for do with the protection of girl picking them. So it's very important for Sierra Leone because, like I say, before this time, now advocacy will be the get. But now, it has never been a time, now Sierra Leone, where we get a law where they put consequences, say, if you give picking when not reach the ages of 18 to marriage, this will be the consequence. There has never been a time. So today, we don't move from just the mere advocacy we be done the happen under the early marriage thing to now go into Parliament making it a law and giving it consequences for anybody with default. So it's very important because girl picking now no will get the fear again, say, where I reach the ages of 13 or where I in another environment, me mama, me papa, or me relative will take money from other man and send me to Namaidos. So that fear has been, that challenge over that fear we girl picking and beget. It will be the affect their education. Now the First Lady with Parliament do ensure say, and the people are really being and really strongly, and today we're having the prohibition of the early child marriage.
The area of implementation also can be challenged sometimes in some of the good laws there we as a country would get, and this is very important. But also, even though the law not been passed and Parliament to approve, implementation is very important. More especially parents for understand that this is a law. And for us parents, we not for condole that. You know, sometimes, you know, the beginner can get the issue, you know, but we all know if you didn't below the age, you always listen to your parents. Even though you don't pass the age, you also listen to your parents. And the parents also get a pivotal role for play into for pool, you know, early child marriage, you know, more especially to the regions. But how far we don't go in creating the awareness raising for people to understand that us parents will get a responsibility for play into this for the way before Donna.
David, the implementation of this law is basically not just the First Lady did one. This is a law for Sierra Leone. Everybody, no matter what side they, we need for get the concerted effort for ensure say, even though it is now a law, but let us enforce it to the latter. You know the community, the media, government and non-government organization. Now we responsibility. And the government of President Bio is very, very serious for ensure say in continue for giving best for protect women and girl picking in this country. Now make the First Lady in a complementary role to her husband day in and out in the ensure say in continue for supporting husband. The awareness has been there. Like I tell you, this is part of the offspring of the hands of our girls. Remember when Dr. Fatima Madabi became First Lady in Sierra Leone in 2018, when her husband was elected, automatically she becomes the First Lady of Sierra Leone and bring the hands of our girls. We're part of the hands of our girls now for end child marriage. And if this don't become a law, now the picking the way the hands of our girls don't born, the good things the way the hands of our girls don't born. So the awareness, the advocacy, the education and the knowledge about the end of early marriage not just starts today. It started 5 years ago, now making it 6 years. So, and again, you don't see how the First Lady and the Office of the First Lady and plenty other partners then, don't they move across this country? In every district, there has never been a town in this country where the First Lady not visit for distribute sanitary pads. In that distribution, they talk to Kumbra, they say they not forgive them picking them to early marriage. In that distribution, they tell Kumbra, they say they not for allow them picking them for falter in education. So the awareness is there. The Office of the First Lady will continue for rally around necessary bodies them, necessary government apparatus them. For CC will continue for push this. Again, this is a law. This law has been engineered. This law was facilitated. This bill was sent to Parliament by the First Lady. And it has become a law. The gain of this now for Sierra Leone. Now every Sierra Leonean, no matter who say you did, where you see say they want for give begin to marry before the age of 18. Now you write as a Sierra Leonean for support this law. How you go support them? For ensure say we see them problems there so they happen. You report to the necessary body. You get the police. The Office of the First Lady is not the law of Sierra Leone. I can see plenty of people that they say we rape, when they get an issue of sexual penetration, they run kind of the Office of the First Lady. The Office of the First Lady is not the law. Already there are bodies. They get an organogram where they work with them body there. So the First Lady only they ensure say in using space as First Lady for continue for protect speaking and girl picking them even the more. And for CC, their organization, them bodies there, so the police, the family support unit, and other bodies were responsible for the judicial protection to them picking them do them in a very quick process. So the first lady always ensures. So the aspect of how we implement this, the implementation is already there. President Bill ensures. Remember when the Hands of Our Girls was launched, it became an emergency. It's the President Bill declared state of emergency on rape. That may tell you, say, government is very, very serious about the issue of girl picking and protection. And you see sexual offense cut across this country. And again, we've had this law. Where today, the issue of early marriage will be very difficult for them. Now because you see the customary law, they talk something, these other acts, they talk something. But now this law harmonize all of this together and don't make it consequences. So now if you give picking to marry, 18 years it, the law say you for pay not less than 50 million or you go not less than 15 years. Or as the case may be, you go both the consequences. So we as Sierra Leoneans then, this has been given to us by the First Lady. Now we now for use this and so we rally around the communities, continue to make the awareness. The First Lady is everywhere. Quite recently, a few days ago in Bide Kono, they talked to the people of Kono about the importance and the relevance of this law for ensure say every community, not a political community, enough for put politics by this. This is for the development of Sierra Leone. So the implementation, government is very, very serious, and also all partners will work towards this bill becoming a law. Very, very serious for implement this.
The tribal heads them also get role for play.
Exactly. So one of the successes, one of the things we don't bring huge success to the First Lady, where people can say anything Fatima Madabio put on pie, they become successful for girl picking them. Not so because it do am alone, it do am with the blessings of tribal heads. When the Hands of Our Girls was launched in 2018, you see the First Lady go now every community in this country, every district, and bring together traditional leaders, the paramount chiefs, the section chief, the clerks of different communities, the Okada riders, the Keke riders, they're all together and hand over the Hands of Our Girls campaign. So today, if we get law we prohibit early marriage, we'll be under the Hands of Our Girls. Now, because the First Lady, a Hands of Our Girls is successful. And why is it successful? Because it involves community ownership. It makes the Hands of Our Girls become something we now a community-owned, community-driven, and the will of the people is ever ready for support today. So again, the paramount chiefs were ready. I tell you, initially say, before this bill was sent to Parliament, the First Lady gets consultative meetings with all paramount chiefs in this country, all traditional leaders, and all communities, and it gets the will of the people. So one of the reasons we make the bill not even delay in Parliament now, because people we are looking forward to this, parliamentarians we are ready for this, and Sierra Leone we all be ready for protect girl picking in this country.
We'll look at subsequent bills them and also activities in the office of the First Lady. But I come to you, Geo Engineer Hussein Bangura.